do on this planet is breathe. We know that. You have to do it every day. You can go out, you can go without water for a few days. You can go out without food for a few weeks. You can't go without air for more than about 3 minutes, guys. So that is it. The bottom line is, how clean is the air that you're breathing? Is it really, really clean air? If you're smelling something in your house, your air is not clean. If you're seeing things floating in the air when you pick up a pillow, your air is not clean. And you breathe that in every second of every day. Therapure is our brand new, this is our brand new model from Therapure, our top of the line air purifiers here on HSN. What I love about these is, you know, there are air purifiers out there that do the basics, right? They get rid of dust and pollen, and some of them get rid of smoke, but that's all they do. They don't do anything about germs. They don't do anything about bacteria, right? Smoke, things like that. They can't handle it, right? This will work on anything. In fact, we just filled a smoke chamber over there with Leah.
Here we go.
And watch when we kick this machine on, how quickly it gets rid. Look at that. You can see it actively clearing out the smoke inside there.
Yeah.
And smoke is the smallest particle.
It's true, and I only put a small amount of smoke in there just so we can quickly illustrate for you right off the top how powerful this unit is. When you think about, you know, you take 20,000 breaths every single day, what if those could be cleaner breaths? Because you're looking here at Therapure, you're looking at cleaner breaths for you, for your family every day. And what's really great about this one, I'll take you on a tour of it, is that now you've got 3 different levels of cleaning, 3 different speeds. You've got 5 different filtration systems built right in. And in all the years here with Therapure that we've been at HSN, this is the most popular unit. I use it in my home because I can move it with a handle.
It's the best one, it really is.
It is the best one.
If you're gonna buy one single unit, this is the one to buy, because this works on your larger rooms. And we offer all kinds of air purifiers, but this is the one that'll work on the bigger rooms and really makes a difference. Like I said, Leah, if you walk into a house and you smell something, then there's something in the air.
There's a problem, exactly.
It's like if maybe you smell popcorn from 2 days ago, or you smell bacon from the day before. That's because those little molecules are still floating around inside your house. The only way to clean those is with an air purifier. You'll notice that this is all digital functionality in the front. It has what we call the UV VOC light inside there. Which one touch helps to get rid of things like, you know, when you spray hairspray or even whatever it is. Maybe you've got room freshener you're spraying. That stuff's no good for you anyway. You should clean the air the right way rather than mask it. Mold, allergens, dust, pollution, airborne germs, VOCs. Those are volatile organic compounds, by the way, that you find in chemical sprays. Bacteria, smoke, odors. There's a built-in ionizer, which helps make the air smell fresh and clean and neutral. And guess what you never have to do with this one?
Change the filter.
Never have to buy a new filter. Clean the filter. Use it. Oh, in fact, it's better as it gets older.
It's true, because it's a hemispheric filter, so that means you've got a larger perforation going all the way around, more area to collect the allergens that are coming in. 99% of what passes through it is going to be collected to pull out those germs, to pull out that bacteria. And we also are going to give you a UV light. The UV light actually runs the entire expanse of the unit, and that's hospital grade technology. So what's exciting about that, it's covered, by the way, it's all encased here because of course you don't want to expose your eyes to it. But what's great about that is that now you are going to have the levels of filtration that are hospital grade for you. And again, that filter, you vacuum it out when it's dirty and you're good to go. Let's talk about the 5 stages of filtration, and I'm going to give you another example of how powerful it is.
And I will secondly, this is the one that I have. I actually have one in white. That's mine, and it sits behind my couch, like right near, not behind my couch, but to the side. You barely notice it. But I love the profile because it's cylindrical and it's tall and thin. It's not big and bulky, and you can't even hear it. All right, and I love that this one, mine doesn't have one, but this one has a 24-hour timer.
This one does have the timer.
So you can schedule your air cleaning, you know, because, hey, listen, it doesn't take that long for this to filter the air.
It's true.
In fact, it'll circulate the air several times in an hour.
Every 15 minutes,
Every 15 minutes completely cleans the cycle of the air. So if you want to have yours turn on an hour before you get home, or maybe an hour after you leave, have it turn off, that's a perfect way to do it. What you're looking at right there is, remember I said smoke is the toughest one, it's the smallest one? Those are basically the size of particles under a magnifying glass.
Exactly, and this Therapure unit is going to pull those particles out of the air, say a human hair. it's about 80 to 100 microns, we're gonna pull that out of the air for you. 30 microns in pollen, we've got you taken care of. 10 microns, household dust, we're gonna get you taken care of as well. But even right down to that teeny tiny 0.1 micron level. And another illustration of that we're gonna make visual for you here is we're going to put these allergens into the air, and I want you to notice that what's gonna go in on this side does not come out. We put these little flyers on here so that you can see that the air is actually moving, that we're on high. Now watch this, as this plume of dirt goes in, look at this, what goes in does not come out the other side. So let me just get our little puffer working here. What goes in? Here we go. Adjust that little guy. Oh, let me just adjust this. Our little puffer is not sending that plume into, there we go. Well, hello.
Just gets clogged. All right,
now we got some.
again.
Okay, here we go. What goes in does not go out. What goes in does not go out the other side. So it's going in here. I've kind of made a little mess here, but you'll notice it's not flying out the other side, because when it passes through, what goes in does not come out on the other side. What goes in is not going out on the other side. That's because it's grabbing 99.9% of the dust, of the allergens, of the, now hopefully you don't have this amount, this level of dirt. I'm clearly sending a plume of dirt over there. But what goes in is not coming out the other side. I can't get over that. Yeah.
I mean, that's a perfect example to show you. Now, normally you're not gonna have that much funk and gunk blowing into it.
Let's clean it
but
too.
I like to know, and I like to see that. Leah's gonna go over and do the smoke demo again, because the smoke demo is just amazing. We're gonna fill that chamber.
Let's clean up this mess first. Because I'll show you how to clean it up.
Oh, yeah. You wanna do that right now?
Yeah, because what's great about it.
Go back to Leah for a sec.
So all you're gonna do in order to clean it, and here's the great thing, is that you just use your vacuum cleaner and you're good to go. So you can take off the larger unit, the casing that's on the outside, you're gonna clean that off. Now, here's what's great. All of those allergens are going right into the bottom of that bin, and I'm just gonna vacuum that out. So what's nice is that you don't have to replace that filter. Now you can go ahead and pull out that filter if you'd like to do that as well. What's great is that, and again, there you see it, all those allergens going right into the bottom of the vacuum cleaner, and you don't have to go and buy another filter.
It's so smart, and let me just tell you this from experience. The ones that I have in my house have the permanent filter, just because I'm a busy guy, and it's just me and my son Dan, and like, who's gonna remember to buy filters? So I just vacuum it out. Actually, Dan's got a different one in his room. Take it out. I can run under the tap and just wash it out. This one you just have to vacuum, which is even easier. So if you want to get these guys, let me tell you, it is phenomenal. It's only $33.99 to get it home. It's free shipping and handling. Try it out for 30 days. It's going to make a huge difference. Let's go back to Leah, because we've got more smoke in the chamber.
Yeah, so I'm just going to turn on the unit itself.
Watch how fast.
And you'll start to see, again, as that smoke is clearing out of the chamber.
That's just awesome.
Think about it. It's going to filter the air in your room every 15 minutes. So if you want to have that cleaner, healthier home, according to the EPA, the air inside your home is 2 to 5 times dirtier than the air outside your home. Now you can have that cleaner air with Therapure by simply switching the button. You are going to have 5 levels of filtration.
That's a good shot right there, and it shows you how it works. So it sucks in from the very beginning stages, where you have sort of that charcoal filtration, and then you have the main filtration, and then you have the UV light, and then another level after that.
For those ions.
That's why the air that comes out of this is so clean. I mean, I want you to think about something. You wouldn't drink a dirty glass of water.
Right.
If you held up a glass of water and there was stuff floating in it at a restaurant, what would you do?
Send it right back.
Drink it?
Exactly.
Yet you sit there and you'll breathe air that you shouldn't be breathing. And air is every bit as important as water, if not more. Like I said, you can go without water. You can go without water for a day or so, but you cannot go without air. And it's one of those things where your body filters out all the impurities.
Right.
Anybody that's ever woken up one morning after having a cold and coughed something up and looked at it and gone, oh my gosh, why does it have a certain color? That's dust and debris. When stuff that comes out of your nose. I know it's disgusting, but it's real.
Exactly, something's got to filter it.
Yes, something has to filter it. Why not let it be this machine?
Instead of your sinuses.
Instead of your sinuses.
Exactly.
And like I said before, when I was a kid, I'd go to my grandma's house. My grandma lived with my Aunt Catherine. both gone, bless their hearts, love them to death. But they were old school, and my grandmother would cook, and she was Yugoslavian, and she would make all these crazy dishes, and she would can things. Aunt Catherine had an affinity for parrots, dachshunds, anything that lived, she had in that house. You'd walk into that house, just tell
smells, right?
Your whole, and we were little. And you know, and it was rough on little kids because it was like a circus in there with stuff going on.
And a zoo.
I never even went downstairs in the basement where the canning stuff was because I'm like, I'll never come back alive. Something will get me down there. Point is, the whole house had a smell that was way too much stuff going on. They could have used two air purifiers.
Absolutely.
This thing works amazing. It's the one that I own. I love the UV light because mine has the UV light, and I think it makes a huge difference with the germs and bacteria. You know, people that are spreading colds and all the rest of these things, and you're saying, what can I do about germs and bacteria? Now, this isn't a cure for anything, but what it does do is it will kill germs and bacteria as they pass through the machine. Yeah. So if you're a senior out there, and you can't afford to get a cold, right? You're like, maybe your resistance is down, and you're like, I can't get sick. Right. You know what? You need to try an air purifier as something to combat the airborne germs.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what you need to do. Like I said, it's not going to cure anything, but it helps.
Absolutely, right? And you'll feel the difference in the air in your home. At least, certainly I do. All you do in order to use it,
look at how sophisticated the panel is.
And so simple to use, even though it looks very sophisticated, very simple to use.
It's easy.
One touch operation to turn it on. You choose the speed. I would suggest for the first 24 hours in your home,
keep it on high.
Put it on high,
yeah.
And then here you can activate the volatile organic chemical combater. What that's going to do is, if you have hairspray, if you have deodorant, any of those chemicals that you use in your home, and we all do, right? Then one touch of a button
anything
to activate that.
Pretty
exactly.
much. Yep.
Now, I love the night mode because with the night mode, it's still running, but it is entirely dark. So if you love to sleep in a dark room, you can activate that night mode.
By the way,
and there's the timer.
We can hear it. It's very quiet.
Right.
Let me give you one more bit of advice, and I know Leah agrees with me, and I don't have any pets anymore. I used to have golden retrievers forever and ever and ever, and then I lost one. I was like, I can't go back. It was too hard. But if you have pets, dogs, cats, whatever, or any other kind of various critters, you need to get one of these because unfortunately they are animals, and animals don't take regular baths or showers.
It's true.
So animals, and and they have a natural scent that they have to have, right? It's how they relate to each other, and it's part of their lives.
Exactly.
But if you want to help to relieve and get rid of pet odors, cooking odors. I mean, my poor uncle was a fisherman. He never got to cook fish in the house because my aunt couldn't stand the smell of fish. This will help with that as well. But let me go back. We've only got a minute, but I want Leah to show you how what goes in one side is absorbed and does not get through.
The other side.
Watch this.
What goes in here, I want you to see this side, it's not coming out. It grabs 99% of everything that passes through it. So even this big